Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. If you are an investor in Emini FX or with Eddy Alexandre, you really want to subscribe to my channel because I have a specific interest in this case, not because I'm an investor myself. I knew about the company, but I declined to invest because I did not believe that the 5% could be sustained over a long period of time. However, I want to provide you, the viewer, with information. So yesterday I made a video. It was a long one, about almost an hour, but I'm gonna start making smaller video, probably no more than 3 to 5 minutes, to kind of tell you exactly what's going on. Now, as far as I know, Eddy Alexandre is still being held. His bail is $3 million. He needs 5 people to sign up to get him out. And I'm sure that his family, his sister and brother and his wife, they're all working on trying to get him out. However, there are a few things that I want to share with you with regard to this case, okay? Because this is where I'm gonna give you update in regard to this issue. So if you are one of my subscribers to this channel, you would automatically get the update. Now, here's what happened. The federal judge assigned to Alexandre's case is a woman by the name of Judge Cabrini. Okay, Judge Valerie Cabrini. She's a judge who was appointed by Obama back in 2009. I have seen this judge. I have been in front of her. She's a very serious judge, but she's a fair judge. Now, what she did, the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, which is a different federal agency, filed a civil complaint. And in the civil complaint, they filed what we call a temporary restraining order, asking the judge to issue an order freezing all account of Emini FX, including bank account belonging to Mr. Eddy Alexandre. So the judge did sign the order, which I have a copy with me. This is a copy of the order that the judge signed today. I mean, late last week. In that order, the judge made it very clear that all assets belonging to Emini FX should be turned over to the receivership. Okay, now you can see that in this page here is the signature of the Judge Valerie Cabrini from the Federal Court of the Southern District of New York in Manhattan. So I have a copy of the order and you can see the case number. So what's going to happen now, the gentleman who is the receivership, in other words, the person who's in charge of collecting or finding where the money is, because as you know, there's a report that Emini FX and Eddy Alexandre collected $59 million. There were a lot of people who invested a lot of money, some people 10,000, some people much more, 50, 20, 100,000. Now, this man, as you can see here, his name is David Cattleman. David Cattleman is is an attorney at a law firm called Raines and Feldman at One Rockefeller Plaza in New York City. So he's been appointed as the receiver in the civil action. Now, this is a civil action. Of course, he's been appointed as the receiver in the civil action to receive all the information with regard to bank account, with regard to money, with regard to any assets that either Eddy Alexandre or Emini FX, have somewhere around the world. Now, there are certain conditions with regard to Mr. Eddy Alexandre. The update that I have is this is his bail document, okay? And I'm going to probably publish that for you so you guys could see it. He's got a $3 million bail. He's gonna be on pretrial. He's gonna be in home incarceration. What does it mean, home incarceration? It's when the judge or the system turn your house into a prison. So in other words, he's gonna be home. Once he makes the $3 million bail, he's going to go home. He's gonna have an ankle bracelet. He's not gonna be able to go out. He's going to have to remain home. He has to turn his passport over to pretrial services in Manhattan, and he's not to leave his house unless he's going to the doctor or there's some emergencies. But however, he can actually receive visitors, so people can actually go visit him at his house, but he won't be able to leave his house. In fact, he has to pay for the people that are going to make sure that he stayed at his house. It's like a funny thing the way they do it. So you pay for your own incarceration, so to speak, inside his house, okay? So this is the update that I have for you guys with regard to the case of the United States versus Eddy Alexandre. This case is, like I said before, and I keep repeating it, this is early in the investigation. They do have an indictment. He's been indicted. He's been arrested. The process is ongoing. But I have reason to believe that this process is just in the beginning. They're still trying to find out where all the money is. They're trying to look at all the bank account, whatever, all the asset that either the company or Eddy Alexandre may have. Now, one of the things that I wanted to let you know is that there are people, and I keep saying this, there are people who had received money in the past who have been paid, because many people say that they actually had gotten paid a 5% or whatever, the 10% every week. And I want to caution these people. I want to let them know that there is actually an order from Judge Caprini. This is the order that I have in my hand. This order make it clearly that whoever receive money from FX or who receive money from Eddy Alexandre in regard to the investment, they're going to have to disgorge that money. In other words, they're going to have to turn that money over to the receivership, to the government. So as the case progresses, I will continue to post video on my YouTube channel. If you know other people who've actually have invested money with FX or invested money with Eddy Alexandre, please let them tell them about this channel. Let them subscribe, or tell them to subscribe, because you will get an update every day about what's going on. Now, the next court date for Mr. Alexandre is going to be the 24th of this month, before Judge Caprini, Valerie Caprini, a federal judge in Manhattan, in New York City, in the Southern District of New York. It's a federal court on Pearl Street. So I am going to watch this very closely. I'm going to pay attention to everything that's going on, because I, as a Haitian American, as someone with experience, as a former lawyer, prosecutor, defense attorney, and someone who has personal experience in the system, I want to be able to give the community as much information and as in different many ways as possible, so that people understand what's going on, so that people protect themselves, and hopefully at the end of the day, some of you have invested your money, will get that money back, hopefully at least some of that money back. And of course, that Mr. Alexandre would certainly have some kind of solace, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you for watching my channel. Please do not forget to subscribe, and please tell all your friends to subscribe to this channel. There'll be some good information that you would not get anywhere else. Okay? Thank you.